All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Phys Ed Summit 3.0. This is the early morning edition on the East Coast of the United States. But my name is William Bodie, and I am from Charlotte, North Carolina, here in the United States. And I am so glad that everybody is here. We have had a great Phys Ed Summit and just phenomenal support through the phys ed community has made this happen, and just your efforts into the contributions and watching the videos is awesome. I just have no other words but awesome. It's great. And remember that, excuse me as I get ready, that everything will be archived in the Physedagogy YouTube channel. There's so many great resources out there that you're going to have to probably go back and watch your videos over again. Go find out some that you missed. Twitter has been trending. We've been trending for the whole day. So a lot of great information out there, so I encourage you to go back. A couple things, little housekeeping items. We are dealing with technology, and we'll ask you in advance for your patience. Never know when our internet loses connection or something happens, but if you'll visit the Tazzle link that was on the conference program, we will get back going shortly and as fast as we can. Let's see, what else do I need? Also, the Phys Ed Summit, we've got just a couple hours to go. Some of y'all have been troopers and hanging in there. We will have a post survey for our Phys Ed Summit that just gives us the data that we will need to make Phys Ed Summit 4.0 and tailor it to your needs as the professional development learner. All right, I think I have everything. I will be back channeling through the Tazzle link. And now, without further ado, I'd like to introduce our presenter for the day, and I'm going to do my best with his name, Osama Abujafar, right? Osama, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Close. All right. And Osama is at MrOsamaPE.com. He is a PE teacher from Palestine, born in Germany, raised in Jordan, and works in Saudi Arabia. Or Saudi Oman.
Sorry, I was in Saudi Arabia, Oman, and now I am in United Arab Emirates.
There we go. All right. And he's also the co-founder of PhysEdMe.com. And I know those of you that follow Twitter definitely know Osama. Today he's going to be talking about new adventure challenges, ideas in Phys Ed. Mystery Skype, an educational game. Invented by teachers, played by 2 classrooms on Skype. The aim of the game is to guess the location of the other classroom by asking each other questions. He's also going to be talking about Google Cardboard in Phys Ed, what it is, and what are the potentials of using it in your classrooms. So without further ado, Osama, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, William Bodie and the Physedagogy team for organizing this amazing event. You'll find me always on Twitter on Osama13. I'm going to start my presentation now. I'm going to share my screen. It's all about Adventure Challenge. Okay. So, are we ready to go, William?
You are set to go. Yep.
Good, nice. Okay, so Adventure Challenge. I did choose this topic in physical education for many reasons. I think this is the part within PE that we are really close to the kids, and it is, I think, the part where PE comes really close to real life. This is a brief about me, and so why Adventure Challenge? Okay, so this was the first video, and I got this from YouTube, and I just put even from where I got this one. Because as a PE teachers, we need to get the best out of our kids, and we need to make sure that they got the 21st century education tools. And I did cut and paste the things from that video about what are the skills and the tools we need. So problem solving, communication, cooperation, and we're especially in PE. I'm thinking we do that in all fields of PE, but especially in Adventure Challenge. This is an example I just take. I've been teaching IB for the last 8 years, and and before that, for 7 years, I've been teaching different curriculums: SABIS, American and British curriculum, governmental curriculums, and I found, and to be honest, teaching IB shifted my mind and changed me as an educator as well. This is an example that we do. I got this from BYP with Andy. And you see in this live example is that how do we really help the kids to find out what's the links between solving problems in the class and solving problems in the real life. I have the link down there on if you want to go to that later. I'm gonna get back to this one more time. Now, this is the main part of the presentation, Mystery Skype. So, what is Mystery Skype? I think 2 years ago, I'm following Mr. Kim. He's from New Zealand, so we're gonna find him in mrkimnz.com. He's amazing not PE geek. He's an IT educator, and he was at this blog about the Mystery Skype, and I was curious about it. And I'm gonna play the next video to give you more idea about what is Mystery Skype.
I'm a teacher to change lives. I'm a teacher to ignite passions and inspire kids. You really get addicted to seeing kids learn and grow, and it's just an awesome experience. Technology is not the start of learning. It's the most powerful tool we have right now to learn.
Hi, welcome to Mystery Skype.
One of the key tools we're using right now is Skype to connect with other classrooms. It's so powerful to connect them beyond these four walls.
Are you in the United States?
Mystery Skype's a chance for the kids to connect with other students around the world.
Are you east of Mississippi?
Runners of
No.
Unity.
Are you somewhere in Mexico?
Yes.
Because of Mr. Beverly, learning seems to be really fun.
It's a team effort to really win Mystery Skype.
To see their critical thinking process is far better than any test I can give them. How better to do that than to actually connect with other kids all over the world?
Do you have dry weather?
Yes, we do have
Technology empowers our class to be enabled to learn beyond our four walls.
Are you in Mexico City?
Yes, we are.
I'll take risks to try to expand their learning beyond what they could have ever imagined.
Okay.
So, Mystery Skype is a collaboration activity run by two groups of students to figure out where are they. And I did this with different countries. I've done it with India, Slovakia, Sweden. And how to create or how to start with Mystery Skype. To be honest, it's so easy. All you have to just find a class and just arrange the time, and then you share your story. Then you do it and you share the story. I didn't, to be honest, it's called Mystery Skype. I didn't use the Skype as a platform. I did use Google Hangouts, so I have a copy on my YouTube channel. And I share that with the parents later. It was an amazing experience. Now, for PE teachers, I think a good way to start, if you want to do it with PE teachers, is that visit map.com, where I just started to create this map and asking PE teachers to jump and join, and they sign up and just and they're going to be pinned in this map. All you have to do is just go to the website and find where you want to go, or whom you're going to connect. I know that Adam in Saudi Arabia had done like an online with the students in the States, and he was teaching even online, a class. So I'm going to show you next is that, for example, this is an example. This is my grade 3s, and they done the mystery Skype, and it was around 1 hour. I just cut maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes exactly, with a class in India, and they try to find out where they live.
Hello, this is grade 3 SB and we are from planet Earth.
Hello, I am Navya from grade 3.
Stone, paper, scissors. Do you belong to Europe? Is your language Hindi?
Is your language Hindi? That is what she is asking.
Yes.
Is your climate hot?
Can you repeat?
Is your climate hot?
Is your climate hot?
Yes.
Are you in the Indian Ocean?
Are you near the Indian Ocean?
Yes.
Is your currency rupee?
Is your currency rupee? Is your currency rupee?
Do you come from India?
Can you guess our city? We do belong to India, but can you try guessing our city?
Are you in the capital of your country?
No.
Is your currency dirham?
Yes. So that currency is dirham. So now guess. Now you can.
Is Urdu the common spoken language? Is your climate humid? Is your city surrounded by a body of water?
Is your city surrounded by body of water?
Yes.
Is your city Mumbai?
Is your city Mumbai?
No.
Is Arabic the language which you use? Surrounded by water bodies. I forgot what to say. Is it Dubai? Are you from New Delhi?
No.
Is your city Kolkata?
Calcutta. Is your Calcutta? Is your
Ahmedabad?
Is it Nepal?
No.
Is your city Surat? Dubai is in UAE.
Yes.
I'm very glad to have this session.
We have enjoyed playing this game with you. I hope you have a nice day.
So what are the kind of questions do kids ask? Mainly is they ask questions where the answer is yes or no. So where do you live in the northern um, hemisphere? Do you live in North America, Europe? So the answer should be yes or no. These are an example for the kind of questions you can ask. Now you can ask, then you might say, okay, what does this have to do with me? Because we do orienteering, and since we have been teaching in IB school, we are requested to integrate with the home teachers. And this is a copy of the weekly plan of the class. This is the homeroom class. So we're doing orienteering in the class. So where the is to integrate with the homeroom teacher is that we do something similar. So we've done orienteering already in PE in the class, but I thought, okay, Mystery Skype could be a great experience. You can see us not only in PE, Mystery Skype is an amazing game that can help you in all other subjects. Math, art, science, reading skills, social studies, and even it can improve your social skills. The kids love it. Give it a go, try it once, and you're gonna see the fun even in their eyes. So it's not only game for fun. The kids do really learn loads of stuff. This is one of the reflection or assessment that kids do it after the Skype, and they just reflect on and answer a few questions about what information did you get from the Skype, what did surprise you, and if you look on the right side of this paper, is that before we start, usually most of the kids, they have a rule. So someone is coordinator, someone is checking the calendar. It depends on the class, to be honest. I've done this with the primary kids, and to be honest, I've done most of the things. I didn't get them involved. I just want them to have the fun and enjoy it. Next thing is, okay. So sometimes we think language is a barrier. I understand that. So what is the future is hiding for us?
Hi, can you guess where I live?
¿Te encuentras en América del Norte?
Yes. Do you live in central Mexico?
Sí. ¿Te encuentras en Estados Unidos de América?
Yes. Do you live in a capital city?
Sí. ¿Estás cerca de Seattle?
You're very close to Seattle. Are you in Mexico City?
Sí. ¿Estás en Tacoma?
Yes.
Very good guess.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Do you like living in Mexico City?
¿Te gusta vivir en la Ciudad de México?
Aquí está muy lindo.
Here is very nice.
What do you do for fun?
¿Qué haces para divertirte?
Voy a las playas de México.
I'm going to the beaches of Mexico.
I like to swim.
Me gusta nadar.
A mí también.
Me too.
Where in the world do you wish to travel?
¿A dónde en el mundo te gustaría viajar?
A Rusia.
To Russia.
¿Y tú?
And you?
Everywhere.
Sería increíble algún día verte en México.
It would be amazing to see you someday in Mexico.
I would really like to visit you sometime.
Me gustaría mucho visitarte algún día.
A mí también.
Me too.
So I think the language will not be even a barrier in the future when this software comes in, and it's going to be doing the auto translation for the voice. So we need to work, I think, more with the class teachers and with the kids, and not only with what they learn in the class, also on what they learn in the life. For example, this is also from Andy. This website, PYP with Andy. It says we try to integrate. For example, this is an example for the integration with math, where the kids use the math skills and in PE. And if you want to see the full planner, you can see the link below, and it's also on the Twizzle. Another example is that the next one, also my class I taught, and this was, I think, 2 years ago, and we're doing adventure challenge, and we try to integrate with the class and the topic in the class was recycling, and me and the kids came up with an idea. Okay, since we do recycling, let's create our own games using recycled materials. So let's watch this.
Well, Noah's game was a tie. Let me try. Wait. I want you. Yes. 2 points. Alfred. Look. Alfred. All of you try to catch. Oh, sorry. When Alfred comes. Okay, that's right. Okay. So you need to try and roll the ball softly, lands in there. Yes! But I got 2 turns. I knocked them all down. Thank you. I won at that game, and guess what I got?
You won prizes. In which game?
That game.
This one?
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
Come on, Joey, go! Joey, we have to stay there. We need to stay there. Woo! Oh, yes! Now show it. Gosh again. Gosh again. Go slam.
Okay, Noah, show me what's this game.
It's that you have to flip the cup. You have to get the ball into the cup.
Interesting. Try it, kids.
So this was integration, and the kids create their own games, and they even use it during the break times. Next one is the incidental activity and adventure challenge, and I did ask Jarrod, the PE Geek. You'll find it at pegeek.com, and because I watched this amazing presentation they've done in one of the webinars, and I just asked him if we can use this 10 minutes. Which is really integration adventure challenge in PE. So I'm going to play this, and for the coming 9 minutes.
Now, incidental activity is something that we do. Or choose to, be active transportation methods rather than hopping in a car or something like that. So there are many ways to integrate technology into incidental moments. So the first thing is a Fitbit. Now, if you've never heard of a Fitbit, they're a wireless activity tracker that sits on your wrist and basically looks like one of those Livestrong bands or any of those sort of charity bands that people sell. And what it does is it tracks the amount of activity that you're involved in throughout the day. Basically, it has a little accelerometer in it, and it can accurately determine the amount of steps that you do and produce this style chart here, which you can see. It shows me when I was most active and then sedentary periods in between sort of 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. That's probably me sitting down for tea, so not a lot of activity there, and going to bed and so on. On the right-hand side, you actually get a pie chart, which shows you the amount of time spent sedentary, which for me was enormous for that day. That day that I'm showing you is a day I traveled, so that was sitting on a plane You can see here lightly active for 5 hours and very active for 5 minutes, which is interesting. And the best part is you can actually track your sleep. So if you wear it while you're sleeping, you can wake up and see the amount of time spent in deep sleep and light sleep phases, and use that for health reasons. So Fitbit, very motivational, that incidental activity, because at the end of the day, that's the sort of stuff that gets tracked. And I mean, you can have people competing as friends with Fitbits to try and see who is the most active, for getting people to be the most active. Now, even if you didn't have these for students like we do, when we've got 2 devices and we rotate them through students, and just basically they go on and get their data for their week, which is really good. What you could do is basically just have a competition between staff and post these results to students, and then have them sort of be motivated by your own sort of modeling of why physical activity is important. Now, if you've ever done a scavenger hunt before, then you'll love Clickaloo. And Clickaloo basically lets you make photo-based scavenger hunts using, say, an iPhone. And by the basic simple premise is that you go ahead when you're creating them and you take a picture of the particular thing that you want people to find in your scavenger hunt. And what they have to do to trigger that particular thing is find that exact activity or the exact item that you took a picture of and take the same picture, and then the app photo matches it to determine whether or not it is exactly the same spot. So people can't cheat in this style of scavenger hunt. Now, it is incidental activity because, I mean, you can have them doing whatever you like between the scavenger hunt points, and maybe they're doing training for cross country. I say that a lot, but maybe they're doing training for all sorts of other activities that you are getting them to do. Maybe they're cycling and they're riding between locations and learning about the road rules while they do that. And it's a bit of a race type experience. So lots of opportunities to use that as a bridge for the motivation. Now, the final app from that series of Zombies Walk and Superhero Workout is the app called The Walk. And basically it turns your everyday walk into a world-saving adventure. Think about, you got your headphones in, you start off on a walk, and basically it tracks you and what you complete and do and so on, and all the while you're trying to save the world from a bomb. Okay, so there you see it. It's available on multiple devices, but the whole note is that you actually start to incentivize that incidental activity in a fun, gamified style way. So I highly recommend checking it out, just going and downloading and putting it on your device and then being part of this story. Students too. Now, on that vein, the whole notion of QR code style treasure hunts are absolutely something that are motivational. And I've seen it with my own students. Now, if you're not familiar, on the right-hand side there is a QR code. And that particular QR code can be scanned by mobile devices, particularly any device of today's day and age that has a camera. When scanned, they reveal items. So what you can do is you can head to QR Stuff and create these with maybe text clues inside them, riddles and so on, and place them around your school, and then have students find and scan them as sort of like a treasure hunt or a scavenger hunt style idea. You can take that a bit further with the website classtools.net, and you can submit a series of questions and their answers, and then produce a QR code for each question. And then you put the QR codes around your school, and then the students have fun running around trying to find those. Really easy for anyone to create these in a school environment. It's so much fun. Now, the next level version of scavenger hunting is geocaching. Now, geocaching is, again, something that is sort of almost about incidental activity. You don't necessarily know that you're being physically active. And I only really discovered that this world existed a couple of years ago, and I was blown away. And if you've never heard of geocaching, you're probably likely to be blown away as well. There are literally millions of geocaches around the planet, and I guarantee they're around you right now, and you may not even know that they exist. So check this out. Geocaching is an any-day, anytime adventure that can take you to amazing and beautiful places, or even just to a place in your town that you've never been before. There are 2 million geocaches worldwide. There are probably even some near you right now. Yes, you. To start finding them, just get out your phone or GPS. Go ahead, I'll wait. Then create a geocaching account and you're ready to go. The way it works is simple. Just choose the geocache that you want to find, then navigate to its location. What you're looking for varies. Geocaches come in different sizes, shapes, and difficulties. Geocaching isn't always easy, so it's okay to get excited when you discover the cache. After finding it, sign the logbook, trade knickknacks if you want, and log your find online. When you're done, just put the geocache back where you found it, and you're on to the next one. Hey, it's the other way. There's an adventure happening all the time, all around you. Become a part of it at geocaching.com. Unbelievable. I mean, a lot of people I speak to have no knowledge that these things exist. Now, geocaches are like that. They're little things that you find all around the planet, all in pretty much every country on Earth, and you find them with your mobile device. And it's all about the challenge to get to those things. They're actually, some of them, really difficult, and I haven't been able to find every one that I've ever sought out to find. But the ones I have found have been interesting. They've got logbooks and histories of people who have been and found that before me. And they've also got in it little trinkets and things that you can swap over and use. The best part about it is the incidental activity that happens in between those things. So, I mean, if you were looking to get students active in a way that made them not even realize they're doing it, then geocaching is certainly something that you could explore.
Good. So that was this part of the adventure challenge. I do really recommend the geocaching, for example. It's amazing. Like I live here in the middle of the desert, and I was surprised that I'll find even some items in my area. So look at it. It's really amazing. You can do that in activity with the kids, for example. They can do, depends on the class, to be honest, and the grade, is that to check in their area. Look at it. It's really nice. And I want to thank Jared P. Geek for sharing this part of the presentation. Okay, next. One of the challenges you can do in the class, and also this is from another webinar from Jared, is Kahoot. You can do in the class.
Here, and I'm really excited to share with you Kahoot and the points it has filled in my classes, and for that matter, my entire school. Since its introduction, it's gone to incredible lengths with teachers all over using it for every possible subject you can imagine, and you can see why. As outlined in the blog post above, is pretty much like a PlayStation for education, and it uses really incredible gamification, very visible sort of learning across, you know, the people in your cohort to really motivate and inspire. So I'm going to show you how it works and how easy it is to get started using it. You don't need a specific device. Work on any device that's connected to the internet, which means that right now you could go ahead and you could introduce this into your program. Now you can see here that when you head to the website getkahoot.com, and that's how you spell Kahoot, you need to sign up for a free account. And you go ahead and do that. There's no payment, there's no cost ever. It's completely free. And then you're into the page where you can start to use.
Okay, so that was Kahoot. An amazing tool. Let's get back now. And this is one of the really good resources that you look into. If you're looking for, if you're looking for building an adventure education games. Last year, I think about this time, and you can see here, August 2014, Joe Bailey, what you're gonna find out at Love Visit. She did start really a nice, I'll say project, is that she started like a Google Doc where people can upload their adventure challenge games and visit team building games. Click on the link and it will take you, well, I did leave this on the puzzle, so if we look at that, it's going to take you to a Google Doc where you find, I think up to now, I'm not sure about exact number, 50 games, more or less. It's a slideshow where people can, let's go up. This is the first slide. So how this works, you create your own slide in the bottom of the slideshow, the Google Doc. You include any equipments required, the time, add a picture if you can, and don't forget to include your name. So for example, this is game number 1, water challenge. You see the equipments, the description, and who submitted this game, Joe Bailey. So 3, 4, 5, there is loads. I think up to here we have, I think the last one, let me go down, there's more than 50. So this is 51, 52, and let's see here who submitted it. If you need more details about it's not clear, you can approach those guys. Really great resources for the adventure challenge games. Guys, you have to look at this.
Yeah, Osama, there's a lot.
For this QR code, I just have it here, or here's the link, and I find that in Tuzen, or you can even approach Joe Bailey. Thank also for this great resource. Another resource I just found, thenewp.com, and I did approach this visit Professor Matthew, and he was nice that he had free loads, hundreds, I would say, not even tens, hundreds of really amazing activity games in this link here. And these are the links that take you directly to those specific games. There is loads of nice resources in this website. Thank you, Mr. Matthew. Next thing, okay, this is one of the things I've done. I don't do it with my students, to be honest. I've done it with my own kids. 50 dangerous things you should let your children do, you know. And so again, about we need to be more like teaching the kids real life skills. I did buy this book from Amazon. I think it cost me $10 or something. I think I bought it used. Look at the website, and I'm just gonna play for this video. It explains, for example, one of those 50 dangerous things. For example, this one I'm gonna done with my kids. It's super glue. I think, yeah, I know you might be shocked. I don't know how we're gonna do that with your own kids in the class. There's some games you can do. Let's try the next one. I'm not sure what do you think about this one.
Hi, my name is Gaber.
Hi, Gaber Telly.
Author of
50 Dangerous Things You Should Let Your Children Do.
Have you ever read the book 50 Dangerous Things? Have you read 50 Dangerous?
Nope. No.
Today we're doing topic number 1.
How to lick a 9-volt battery.
Have you ever licked a 9-volt battery before? Have you ever licked a 9-volt battery before?
No.
No?
No.
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 Have you ever licked a 9-volt battery before? Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you scared?
Kinda.
Do you want to try a fresh battery or an old battery? Are you scared?
Kinda.
You got it. Almost.
That's weird. That's really weird. That's weird.
And what does it taste like when you're done?
That's really weird.
Okay. Thanks.
Since also we're talking about solving problems in Adventure Challenge, this is one of the really good things I do have used in my classes. It's really helps in class management. I think you can print this one, and there's loads of resources on the website I'm going to share with you in 1 minute. You have this in the class, maybe in the wall, where the kids, they don't have to approach you for any small problem. We learn the kids how to solve their own problems before even approach a teacher or an adult. So the concept of this one is that the kids choose 2 of those options before they try to solve the problems within themselves before they approach a teacher. Yeah. So this is a small video explains what is it exactly.
Understanding Kelso's choices.
Hi, I'm Kelso, and I have been teaching youngsters how to resolve conflict in a peaceful way for over 20 years. My philosophy is each child is smart enough and strong enough to resolve conflict on their own.
The Kelso's Choice Conflict Management Curriculum is based on the premise that each child is capable of becoming a peacemaker. Elementary-age students are taught 9 choices to resolve minor conflicts on their own. These 9 choices are shown on Kelso's wheel. Students will learn how to determine the difference between small problems they can handle on their own and big problems that require an adult's help. If a student tries 2 choices from Kelso's wheel to resolve a small problem and neither work, they are taught to tell an adult they trust.
So the next one, I think we're moving to things that are more into technology, and you might think even it's less active. But this is how the world's working towards, and we need to catch up, to be honest. One of the amazing things is that I've seen it just recently in YouTube is the YouTube 360. So I suggest you guys go to YouTube 360, and it does support most of the devices and most even the platforms in PCs like Chrome, Opera, and Firefox. Where you can be in the middle of the event, and you just turn around with your phone or even with a mouse your screen, and it takes you on that specific video 360 degree. I did put down here, this is a link for sports-wise, some videos on for sports. Have a look at those using your own device especially. It's going to be an amazing experience. And from here, let me show you this.
Wow. Oh, this is incredible.
Well, this was the Google Cardboard, and it's amazing. You can even those videos in the 360s that use it in the Google Cardboard. It does support mainly more Android device more than the Apple devices. But even you can watch it on Apple devices like the iPhone as well as iPads. In the link below, you can get more details about the cardboard, how you get it if you didn't try it before. It's an amazing experience. I've been through this website. It's a blog for teachers, and there's 10 ways they were discussing about how can you change your class with Google Cardboard, and was doing like brainstorming about how SB teachers going to be using this device. Do we really need it? Does it really help? I think it's going to be an amazing experience if we can do that when at the Adventure Challenge. There's amazing video also on that blog. Down here you see the link. Have a look at it. It was a Google Hangout similar to this one. Okay, the next one. I think we're about to finish. Let's check what is this. Okay. We're about to finish. These the last one is just also fun technology games that you can create even at your home with the kids. Hologram, yeah. Okay, so let's play the next one. Good, so that was the hologram. Well, maybe the last video is not much in Adventure Challenge and PE, but this is where the world goes into. It's more technology. Try to be even more physicalist. We need to always find a balance between both. And again, technology will never ever replace a teacher, but teachers who don't use technology might probably be replaced. I think we're about to finish. I'm just gonna play one more last video, and if there's any questions, I'm happy to answer. hopefully, guys, you enjoy this one. This is the flash to make sure you don't forget. This is the anti-flash for the X-Men, guys. So hopefully you get something from this presentation. Thank you, and that was all.
Osama, thank you very much for that presentation. There's a lot to think about. I love your opening hook video and your closing video. It just really shows us the ever-changing world that we live in. Sometimes we live in our own little box, but that video definitely shows us the implications of teaching our kids 21st century skills. So thank you very much for presenting at the Phys Ed Summit 3.0, and thank you for all those that are out there watching.
Yeah, thank you, William, and I want to thank all the Physdoji team for organizing this amazing event. And hopefully many teachers get loads of stuff from the 24-hour amazing Phys Ed Summit 3.0.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you, Osama, again. And wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.